This was a working 3D printer, and by the looks of it, it was a...
What's this?
No way, no. Okay, I actually don't know what 3D printer this is, and that's not gonna stop me from making this machine run again.
Good luck.
By the looks of it, this machine is missing the stepper motor, the timing belt, the extruder, the rails, the power source, the controller. This is the start of a new project here at Imprint Manufacturing. I'm going to restore this 3D printer back to working conditions. I was told it was going to challenge me, but please.
Don't you know who I am?
I've been building custom 3D printers for a while now. This should be a pretty easy task. I mean, I've never met a 3D printer I couldn't build and run. You hear that, Modex? If I can get that giant appliance melting plastic, I think this one is going to print again. And it should be pretty easy, right? Did I just jinx it? The first place I like to start with any 3D printer build is the extruder, because it's the heart and soul of your machine, and then I tend to just build out from there. For this build, I purchased the Microswiss direct drive extruder so that I would have the option to print flexible material over the Bowden. I love that all of the components were machined in metal and sourced right here in the US of A. It's not the smallest extruder or the lightest, but it's nicely designed and definitely not flimsy. I also needed to purchase a G2 timing belt for the X-axis, and this kit on Amazon has it all. 5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommended, because in this kit you get not one, but 2 of these clamp mount blocks and also a ton of gears. I needed a 20 teeth gear for our stepper motor, which, speaking of stepper motors, we were also missing one of those. So we had to get a NEMA 17 stepper motor for the X-axis. Nothing crazy going on with that. Moving on. Here's a trick for tensioning your belts later. Install the stepper motor closest to the rail at the end of the slot, as shown, so that then you can pull the stepper motor in the opposite direction, and this will provide you some tension to your belt. I prefer the linear rails over the rollers due to the accuracy you get with the linear rails, so I went ahead and purchased one of those. This printer, I would use a linear rail, but I'd have to mount it with some T-nuts for M3 screws, and I would mount it on the top of the extrusion because I plan on using the front for the mounting screws of the Microswiss Extruder, and I can't put the linear block mount there, so that would just have to go on top. First thing was to add the stepper motor, the linear rails, the belt, and prepare the extruder with the hot end attached. That for my new extruder to mount to the linear guide rails, I would have to use some of my brain power to come up with my own design to mount it. I didn't think this was going to take much of an afternoon to accomplish.
Wrong. 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 So what we've achieved today is nothing. Wrong. 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 Wrong.
I ain't sure how much more of this bullshit I can stand.
Oh, I got a good feeling about Plan C.
On the good news, I was getting really good at assembling my new extruder. Leaving this time with version 10, I had nailed the design and now had the correct offset in the Y direction. So naturally, it was time to test the home position and see just how close we were. Fortunately, I nailed the offset, and having the X stopper on the extruder to be adjustable really allowed me to position the nozzle on the corner of the bed. To finish the extruder, all I needed to do was add the blower fan, and the Microswiss Extruder has a completed mount for your blower fan that is 3D printed and comes with the kit. With the blower fan on the extruder, the offsets in the X and Y set, and the Microswiss Extruder attached to the linear rails, you can see I perfected the design pretty much on the first try.
Wrong.
You see, designing is like water. You must be free of constraints, weightless even. Free-flowing with your thoughts and ideas. Wait, what? What do you mean we still have the BLT touch sensor to mount, and the blower fan is not firmly attached? I thought this was over. Well, I guess join me next time as we hook up the electronics to this printer, and I try to figure out where the BLT touch sensor goes. Can we just put it in the back?
You suck!
Thank you all for watching this video. I appreciate the support. If you liked this video, had a laugh, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Refer to the links in the description of this video for my socials, for my website, and for the products that were used in the making of this video. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all in the next episode.